Gemini is about to change the way you use Google Chrome forever. No, seriously, these new Gemini and Chrome updates, including agentic capabilities, will help you multitask like never before. Hey friends, I'm Tasia Custode, and if you don't know how to use Gemini and Chrome or how to enable it, you're going to want to follow the steps I outline in this video here, and then come on back and watch this video. For the rest of you, let's get hands-on with the latest Chrome AI features because there are many. And a good starting place is with the all-new side panel available to all Gemini and Chrome users. Now this panel is about to save you a lot of time and help you multitask like never before. From any Chrome tab, click on the Gemini icon in the top right of your browser. This will pop out that side panel. Now from here, you can ask Gemini anything. It can be related to the tab you're on or something completely different. So since I'm on Viator, let's ask Gemini to find walking tours under 2 hours in length that start after 9 a.m. and that are highly rated. Now, just like that, Gemini is getting to work here, gathering this information for me so I don't have to manually sort through all the tour options by myself. And it took about a minute here, but in that minute, it pulled 3 great tour options for me that fit my requested criteria. It tells me what the tour is, how long it is, and when it starts, and even frankly, what I might be interested in. It even includes links where I can click out to view more information on that tour from the site directly. But you don't have to sit around on that tab while Gemini gets to work, because that really wouldn't save you any time. No, you can pop over to another tab, finish whatever you're working on, and then simply pop back into a specific tab when you need to. Here's what I mean. So sticking with this same example for now, I'm going to ask Gemini and Chrome a follow-up question about these tours. So how many times a day does the Royal Botanic Garden guided walking tour happen, and can we book one for Thursday or Friday afternoon? And while this is working away, I'm going to open up another tab here, and maybe I'm going to go to my Google News to get caught up on the day. The point being, I don't need to be hovering in that other tab in order for Gemini to get to work over there, because at any point, I can just pop back into that tab and carry on with the initial planning conversation. And then popping back into this News tab, you may also notice that if we wanted to carry on that other conversation into this tab here, you can by simply clicking on Move here in the side menu. If tabs you're working between are completely disjointed, kind of like these two are from each other, I would simply start a new chat in this tab. You can also easily compare across tabs within the same chat. I love this. So let's say we're looking at rentals in Austin, Texas. We can simply right-click to open a few of these in a new tab. But what you'll see that's interesting here is that each of these tabs I'm opening are being automatically shared to this one chat. Essentially, I've kept this journey going because I didn't manually go out and open a new tab, but I've opened them from this existing one. Make sense? So now you could easily compare all of these tabs in one chat. So that's your new side panel and very basic functionality of Gemini in Chrome, but there is so much more you can do. To start, you can now transform images on the web with Nano Banana in Gemini Chrome. Yes, really. So let's say we're moving into this apartment here from our latest example, but we want to see what a different couch would look like in this space before we move in. We're simply going to ask Gemini in Chrome to replace the couch in this image with a more transitional style gray sectional. Now, in a matter of seconds, Gemini, using Nano Banana, has replaced the couch with a gray sectional, and it's kept everything else in this image the exact same. What a great way to reimagine a space on the fly. I love it. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Gemini in Chrome agentic capabilities. First, Gemini in Chrome supports connected apps like Gmail, Gcal, Google Maps, Google Flights, Google Shopping, and YouTube. I know. So let's use Gmail as an example for this. I'm going to ask Gemini in Chrome to email the Royal Botanic Garden, guided walk, and Aboriginal Harbor Heritage tour details to Brett. Now, in order for this to work, I've toggled on my connected apps in Gemini, and there's a video tutorial you can watch up here on how to do just that. So now in Chrome, Gemini is pulling from my Gmail to identify who Brett is, and it's drafted an email for me to Brett with these details. Now, what's more here is that I can actually edit this email right inside Chrome if I needed, which is so cool. Because, I mean, really, there's no point to this if you'd have to pop back out and forth between Gmail and back. Now, of course, I can send this email right from here without ever leaving my tab or losing my train of thought. Holy guacamole. This is a certified Game changer. But that's not the only game changer when it comes to agentic capabilities, because Gemini and Chrome can now auto-browse on your behalf. Yes, actually get tasks done for you while you're working on something else. I hope you're sitting down for this, because things are about to get agentic up in here. Alright, I've been comparing flights for my nephew and asked Gemini and Chrome to pull the details for the fastest flights and a couple of the lowest fare flights for me. But let's step things up a notch and ask what the layover times are for each. Now, in order to determine the layover times, I'd actually have to click into the stop information on this site here. I'd have to manually do so. So watch what happens here instead. A task is actually started on my behalf, and my Gemini agent has taken control of the tab for me. So look, I have no hands on my mouse, and Gemini is actually clicking where it needs to in order to pull the layover information for me. Can you believe? And sure enough, it's now added the layover times in my side panel for me. And yes, the first time you do this, Gemini will ask permission in order to take control. It won't just go rogue on you, or at least it shouldn't. But how cool is this? Okay, let's do this one more time with dinner reservations, because there's something else really important you need to know about Gemini running tasks on your behalf. So I've asked Gemini and Chrome to find me reservations at Trotto for the next available sitting for 4 people. Now, once again, it's gonna start a task here and take over control of my tab in order to find a reservation for me. And you can always pause this task, by the way, and take over it manually if you want to at any time. But while this is doing its thing, I'm gonna pop back into my flight tab over here and just carry on my flight search. But you will notice we can tell Gemini is working for me in the background on that other task, because up here we've got this indication with a cursor that says a task is taking place. Now in the future this might appear in the top right, but it's here in tab for now. And then if Gemini needs me in order to actually complete a task, it's gonna let me know that. It's gonna tell me right here in the top right, check your task. So then you can pop back into your tab at any time to carry on. So let's say book the 7:30 p.m. for tomorrow night. And here you can see that it's going to actually go through the entire reservation process, but it will ask me to confirm that I actually want to book it before it does it. It's exactly what I was telling you about. It's asking me here to check my task, because it won't make a reservation or actually say make a purchase on my behalf without me actually checking and confirming those details first. You manually have control over that always. This is wild stuff. And don't worry, all of your chats are actually saved, and there's a couple different ways to access them. So first, even after you close a tab, do not fret. At any time, you can open up Gemini and Chrome, click the 3-dot menu icon, and then browse through and click on any recent chats to open the chat back up right in the side panel. But you can also find any of your saved chats in Gemini itself. So if you head to gemini.google.com, you're gonna see all your chats saved in the left menu here. And yes, this includes any images you created using Nano Banana in Gemini in Chrome. So chat responsibly, friends, because this could get full real quick. Now you might be also wondering about Gemini Personal Intelligence. Well, guess what? Google will be bringing Gemini Personal Intelligence to Gemini and Chrome in the coming months. Now, in terms of availability and access, the new Gemini in Chrome is available on Windows, Mac OS, and Chromebook Plus in the US right now, with Auto Browse rolling out first to AI Pro and Ultra subscribers. Please comment below and let me know if you've started using any of these brand new Gemini in Chrome updates, and if so, how are you using them? Because browsing on Chrome will never be the same. Wowza. So what do you think of these latest Chrome AI features? Have you tried them? Let everyone know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, well, I want to know. So give it a like, a share, or you can leave that comment below. You can click right about here to subscribe to my channel, and here and here for even more Gemini content. You know you wanna. Thanks for watching. See you next time.